What's up, guys? What's up, guys? I want to another video, and today we are reviewing the Italian Job remake from 2003. For me, if I had to compare the two, because literally, how could I because the reason why I'm probably going to choose the remake over the original, it all comes down to rewatchability. Because the original, just felt like a slow burn. Like, the original just felt like a giant slow burn, right? The remake was definitely not a slow burn to me. To me, I thought the remake was better than the original. And that's coming from someone that doesn't like remakes. Because to me, remakes have just, in my opinion, have just never been a good idea to begin with. Can I tell you why? Because just the concept of remaking something is just ridiculous. That's just a sign that Hollywood is running out of ideas, and they think, oh, we should remake this thing we made like a year ago. I won't be surprised. Okay, what's the point of remaking something if it's already been made? Like, that is something that Hollywood is just known for. Now, the remake trend has kind of died out. Now, I've been seeing remakes a lot less now, but there's still some coming. But it's just, remakes have kind of been, that trend has kind of died out in recent years. Very recently. Because for me, man, it's just remakes 90% of the time are just giant cash grabs, completely copy and paste the story. However, because remakes, you get the point for me that overall remakes are just a hit or miss for me. Very rarely do the remakes are actually better than the original. For example, this one. This is honestly a rare case where I actually say that this remake is kind of better than the first one, or the original, because the original Italian Job just felt like a slow burn. A lot of the scenes in that movie just felt like a slow burn. The remake, on the other hand, I know Michael Caine isn't in it, but does have a cameo via old footage. But to me, this one has a bigger cast than the original, which I respect of how the original was iconic. I get that people don't like remakes. I get that. But because honestly, I thought the remake this remake had a better ending. Because the ending from the original was just them just dangling on a bus, inside the bus, and whether or not they'll be getting out of that, and it just ends. It just ends with them being on that bus. I know they were trying to make a feel-good ending that at least get off the bus at least. They didn't do that. The remake, on the other hand, has a satisfying conclusion where every member of this group all got what they wanted. And them showing of them all living their happy endings and all their arcs are over. That to me was a much more satisfying ending than the one we got. So, what do I thought of the characters of this remake? Listen, I like Mark Wahlberg, but I kind of prefer... I know Mark Wahlberg has some big shoes to fill because Michael Caine from Michael Caine. It's just for me. I thought Mark Wahlberg was decent. Chevy Sparrow I thought her character was solid. Overall, I just thought, because at least this remake had essentially kind of the same story, but did it differently. I thought Edward Norton was a pretty good villain in here. I liked Jason Statham in here. Overall, I liked everybody, all the characters. I get why people might miss the old charm of the original PAL. It was just fun, you know. And yes, it did have slow burn, but yeah. And overall, I thought the remake. Overall, I prefer the remake over the original. And that's it. The Italian Job from 2003 came out in 2003 and didn't flop, unlike the original, because this remake made a lot more money on a $60 million budget, almost $200 million, but because there was a lot of competition back in 2003. Stay tuned for my other movie reviews and subscribe. Peace.